Okay, here we have another math worksheet on telling time, and this one is telling time to the half hour. So we need to write the correct time under each clock. Let's take a look at this first one. If the minute hand, the long minute hand, is pointing down to the 6, we know that stands for 30 minutes. In fact, each number is kind of like counting by 5s. This is 0 at the top, this is 5, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Good thing we learned to count by 5s. 30, if I kept going, it'd be 35, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes, and 0 is the same as saying 60 minutes. So if it's pointing down at the 6, we say this is 30 minutes. The hour hand is the tricky part, because here it's not pointing right at the 3, and it's not pointing right at the 4. In fact, it's right in the middle between the 3 and the 4. But this minute hand has to keep traveling around up to the 12 for this hour hand to move down and point to the 4. In other words, it's not yet 4 o'clock. It's still in the 3 o'clock range. It's just that it's 30 minutes after the 3. So we write a 3 in here for the hour hand, even though the hour hand's not pointing right at the 3. Right? It's halfway between the 3 and the 4 because it's half past 3. It's 30 minutes past 3. 3:30. Let's show that on the Judy clock. So on the Judy clock, up at the top, 0 minutes, hour hand pointing straight to the 3. But as soon as this minute hand comes halfway around the clock, 5 minutes past, 10 minutes past, 15 minutes past, 20 minutes past, 25 minutes, right down to the 6 at 30 minutes, I can see that it's moved past the 3, and it's half past the 3. This hand would need to keep moving up to get to 4 o'clock, and it has not done that yet. It's still back here at 3:30. Minute hand, hour hand is partway between 3 and 4. Minute hand is down at the 6, 3:30. Let's take a look at this next clock then. So here we've got the minute hand pointing down to the 6. We know that represents 30 minutes. So we're going to write in 30 on the minutes side. This is the hour side. This is the minutes side. And see that the hour hand is between the 8 and the 9, but it has not yet reached 9 o'clock. It's still in the 8 o'clock hour. So we write this as 8 o'clock and 30 minutes past 8 o'clock, 8:30. Here we have the minute hand pointing down at the 6. That represents, of course, 30 minutes. This minute hand has gone 30 minutes around the clock. Hand always moves in that direction. We call that clockwise direction. Hour hand pointing between the 2 and the 3, but it has not yet reached 3. We're still on the 2 o'clock hour, so it is 2 for the hour, 30 for the minutes. The hour is 2, the minutes are 30, or we say 2:30, or half past 2. Look at the bottom clocks. We've got our minute hand pointing down here. That doesn't represent 6 for the minutes, that represents 30 for the minutes. Always 30 when that minute hand is pointing to the 6. It's the hour hand here. It's pointing between, in fact halfway between, the 10 and the 11. This minute hand would still need to keep traveling further for another 30 minutes before that would point to 11 and be 11 o'clock. It hasn't done that. We are still in the 10 o'clock hour. So this clock shows me 10:30, or in digital, 10 and 30 minutes. The minute hand pointing down at the 6, we know that represents 30 minutes. We have the hour hand halfway between the 11 and the 12. We know it has not yet reached 12. Therefore, the hour is still on the 11. It's 11:30, or 30 minutes past the 11. Or we say half past 11, because that's half the clock there. Half the clock has happened here. Right? This half of the clock, the minute hand has already traveled. It has not yet reached that half of the clock yet. Last one. What is this minute hand pointing to? What number does that represent? It represents 30. 30 minutes because it's traveled 30 minutes around the clock. Hour hand is pointing between these two numbers. So what's the hour going to be? Is it going to be 1 or is it going to be 2? Has it traveled all the way around yet to 2 o'clock? Or is it just halfway past 1? It'll be the number that comes before. So it is 1:30, halfway past 1. That's telling time by the half hours.